So next up wait a second, I didn't even introduce myself. I'm Eric from Campnab. Today in Campnab Q&A, the question is, why didn't I receive an alert for an available spot? We do get this question from time to time. Someone visits the booking system and sees that a spot is available and they did not receive an alert for it, even though they set up a scan with Campnab to search for that very spot. I think when this happens, most people are pretty upset because it seems like we're tricking them, or our system doesn't work, or there's something kind of nefarious going on. In actuality, it's typically a more boring answer than that. So folks often see campsites open up that we never spot because they're on the booking system at that very moment, and they grab that site before our scan runs. And keep in mind, our scans run at a certain frequency, so there are gaps between them. It also takes time for a scan to run, so there's certainly room for us to miss something that is available. Our system works, but it's certainly not perfect. There are spots where I miss things. Another reason one might not get an alert for an available site is if there's a discrepancy between the scan parameters and the campsite that you're searching for. One member reached out to me recently about this, and she was very frustrated. She had set up 2 scans at a specific park searching for availabilities. However, she didn't receive any alerts for a site that she found available on her own. She did receive other alerts, but just not for the campsite she found on her own. So she reached out to us by email to ask what had gone wrong. At first I was completely puzzled because the scans and the date were clear. She had a reservation, it was clear that she had booked this spot, and our system hadn't seen it. And I felt kind of dumb about this because it's kind of bad when our product doesn't work. But this just didn't make sense to me. Why had she received other alerts, but not for this campground? But when I went into each of her scans and looked, I realized what the issue was. On one of her scans for a specific date, she had selected all of the campgrounds she was interested in. However, on the second scan, she was missing one of those campgrounds. And you got it. That's the campground where she found the availability on her own. So if she would have just selected that campground when she created her scan, she would have been alerted to it. So our system was working as it should. It wasn't going to send her an alert for a campground she hadn't selected. There is another scenario in which you will not receive an alert, and it's when our system has some kind of an outage or some kind of a bug. Again, our product is not perfect. Sometimes our system misses an availability. I wish it didn't, but it does. And there's no way for us to guarantee that our system will alert you to every campsite reservation that's canceled. Believe me, we're doing all we can to provide the best service and results possible, but we're just 2 people, and technology isn't always perfect. That said, if you find yourself in a spot where there is an available spot and we didn't alert you to it, reach out to us and we can check your scan to see if something is amiss. And we can even do some investigation on the back end to see if there might be some kind of a bug interfering. If there's something you'd like to say, please leave it in the comments section below. Additionally, I'm happy to offer one-on-one support to you. Just visit our website, pull up chat, and I'll do whatever I can to help. We also have email, go figure. It's howdy@campnab.com, and we're happy to correspond with you that way as well. Thanks, and happy camping.